Hello, namaste friends. Welcome back to yet another art vlog. Really excited to be sharing this one with you. One, because it's my second art vlog in a row consecutively. I uploaded one last month for the first time in a really long time, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out if you haven't already. And second of all, because I painted this really lovely, large for me landscape in oil paint, which is my main medium. So I'm really excited to kind of share with you that whole process and what I went through working with that and on that. And yeah, I live in Goa here in India, so it's monsoon season. It's just been extremely rainy. There's been a lot of power outages, but I'm loving it. I really love the fact that there's just nothing external making me go out and do all of the things all of the time. I'm really loving this really slow season of life, which is really nice, like to fully live with the seasons, you know, when it's summer and when it is nice weather, like actually nice enough to go outside, like not too hot and not too cold, to do all of the things, and then really taking monsoon season to like go within and relax, you know. And I'm happy here in my little creative bubble at this time. I've just been painting a lot. I have been practicing a lot of yoga, still sharing yoga online, of course, with my online yoga family, and sharing a little bit on YouTube here and there. So yeah, that is really about it for me. This video is quite a long one, so make sure you have some water or some chai or coffee. I've had 2 chais today, hence why I'm not drinking a chai right now. I'm going to save my 3rd chai for later this afternoon / this evening. I haven't had coffee for what must be about 8 or 9 months now, but this cozy weather has been really making me crave coffee, so I don't know. If you've been around here for a long while, you know that I have a love-hate relationship with coffee, and this is actually the longest period I've gone without it. So, but otherwise, yeah, grab yourself a drink, settle in, and let's hang out for the next 30 minutes or so. Getting nice and comfortable here, whatever that looks like to you. Exhale, dropping the hands back down, coming back to lizard. One more time. Inhale, lift that back foot up. Take a moment of gratitude for yourself for showing up here. I encourage you to sit here for 5 more minutes or so, or enjoy your Shavasana for 5 more minutes or so. So this video's painting is going to be a big little magical landscape inspired by Isabel Page. If you watch her vlogs, they're really incredibly beautiful. She lives in the mountains, and this was like a little clip of her reading in the forest. So I drew this quick little sketch. I'm really nervous because it's going to be big and detailed, and it's going to take me a really long time, but I'm looking forward to taking it on at the same time. I have also sketched out this little side angle close-up. I'm gonna do a small practice study of just her close-up, kind of like this, reading against the tree, and then just completely go at the bigger landscape, all guns blazing, for lack of better words. Let's see. Let's bring imaginations into creations. So this is a little time lapse of the smaller portrait I did. I'm not sure what happened, but I actually lost quite a few clips when I was editing this vlog, I realized. But yeah, so we missed the start of this little small painting in her dress, but as you can see, I just did the drawing with distilled spirits and burnt sienna. I then went in and did the dress. I also realized that I drew her hair in the space, not her actual hair. I drew her sitting really upright, so that made me realize for the bigger painting to remember to have her leaning forward a little bit so you can see that she is reading the book. And yeah, this was just one layer a la prima I did on the whole thing. I really just wanted to keep the background nice and simple and do a few details in the foreground there, but mostly I was just practicing drawing and painting her from that side profile angle. It's not often that I draw and paint people like this, so I was so nervous. You'll see in the bigger painting I didn't touch her face for such a long time for fear of just ruining the painting. But yeah, it's a fun process. It's a really fun process to first draw something, then maybe draw it in another angle or from another perspective, then paint a smaller version like this, and then go a little bit larger. I feel like it really gives you a lot of clarity when working on the final piece, you know. I perhaps was just a little bit nervous to paint a figure like this from far away, you know, it's a whole body, it is a side profile, so this really put my mind at ease and did give me that confidence I needed when working on the larger piece. With that being said, you'll see towards the end here that it actually cuts off because I didn't want to record me fiddling with this tiny face for such a long time. It is unbelievable to paint such a tiny face. I've never really done it before, and wow, one tiny stroke can just make the face look completely different. It was a really good practice of patience and persistence for me, and a reminder that I need to wear my glasses a lot more. I probably just need new glasses, to be honest, because mine are so scratched from me being so reckless with them. Yay, so we have officially started the big painting. The first thing I do really is just draw in the shapes of the objects. So drawing in the trees and the girl there, and then just focusing really on covering the whole canvas in paint, and this required quite a lot. First, I'm just focusing on using thinner paint, so just paint thinned down with distilled turpentine, and then building up from there and getting thicker and thicker as you go on and as you add more layers. I really was like at this point, oh my gosh, I don't even know what this is going to look like. I thought I was just completely out of my my depth, but I remember watching a video one time and they said just keep painting until you are finished and somewhat happy with it. Obviously all paintings go through a not so nice stage, but if you just keep at it until you're somewhat happy with it, you'll get to, yeah, you know, you'll finish it and then you'll learn so much on the way. So I just kept going at it. I was also inspired by an artist called No Go Bed, is her @ on Instagram. She creates really wonderful paintings with simple shapes but seemingly a lot of detail. However, there was really no point where I was actually feeling like giving up completely, because I did have the plan in my mind of what I wanted it to look like. I particularly wanted it to be more detailed in the foreground and more warmer colors, and then cooler in the background with less detail. So having a somewhat more shallow depth of field, having the girl in focus and some flowers and plants and stuff in the front, and then keeping it a lot more simple as, you know, you get further away in the painting. For example, the light coming through in the back and the trees in the back, I wanted them to look a little bit more far away. But yes, as you know, if you have watched my videos before, painting is just my happy place. So when I'm actually doing this, I'm not really thinking too much. My mind just goes away completely. It very much feels like I am meditating. It's the same when I'm meditating, you know, just absolute presence. Definitely not stillness, but stillness of the mind for sure. Some may call it a flow state, so it is very much, you know, being in that flow state. I also like to call it time travel, because I have no idea where the time goes when I'm painting. I would love to know if you have anything you do or anything that you practice which gets you into that flow-like state, that more meditative state of mind. For me, it is undoubtedly yoga and painting, and I feel so very grateful to have discovered my love and rediscovered, rather, my love for painting at a later age, at the ripe old age of 26, everybody. I'm 28 now, so it must have been when I was about 25, 26. But yeah, it's just never too late to try something new. I feel like society tells us that we can't do something because we haven't done it since we were young, but it's just not the case. Trying new things really allows us to meet ourselves at a deeper space of compassion and acceptance, and find out who we really are as well. We are capable of literally anything, and to just enjoy the process as well is the main thing, and just have fun with everything we do. Okay, hello friends. I just went to sit down and record a video on my camera and it died. So here I am recording on my phone. Yeah, it is a really rainy morning, so I just made a chai, sitting down, about to start my work for the day. I'm working about 5.5 hours online every single day at the moment. I have an online job, and if I'm not doing that, I am recording and editing content for my online yoga family membership. I usually record, well, I try to get ahead, but I usually record 1 yoga practice per week and 1 meditation practice per week. So that keeps me busy. Yes, I am about halfway through this painting, really excited to keep at it. I'm really enjoying the process so far. I feel like I'm at the point where I'm starting to fill in the details in the foreground, and also at the point when I must know when to stop. it's so easy to keep going, adding more details, but it might not be super necessary, or I might make it more complicated than it needs to look. But yeah, that's been my really flow at the moment, doing my online work in the morning and then painting in the afternoon. And saying that, I am super flexible and I have the privilege and luxury of being able to choose my own schedule mostly. So yeah, I sometimes switch it up, but otherwise I'm quite a creature of habit. I find I thrive off having a daily routine and being disciplined with myself. I find a lot of freedom within being disciplined, you know, if that makes sense. I find if I have what I'm going to do, I can do whatever I like within that space and time. Yeah. That is my update. I'm having a really nice month this month. This is the first time I have been in Goa for monsoon season. I've always kind of wanted to go back to New Zealand or Australia. I've wanted to always go to Rishikesh, but here and now it's just so nice to have no desire to want to go anywhere and just be completely grounded. I'm feeling so cozy in the rain, like it's been pouring down, but it's just been so lovely. And saying that, when the sun does come out, I'm like, okay, go out, enjoy the sunshine, go for a walk, go work at a cafe when it's possible. I have a poncho that I wear when it's raining, and it's just hilarious. I'll see if I can post a photo here. I was just laughing at myself so much the other day on the scooty in the pouring rain. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. It's amazing how joyful and content you can feel when you really don't have any resistance. And I think it's only due to like the pandemic that I have had this resistance within myself to life's happenings. Like I did there for such a while, but now I'm really trying to like rewire my neural pathways. And yeah, a lot of affirmations, a lot of positivity, a lot of just simply being here and now and enjoying life instead of wanting to be there or wanting to be in the next place and thinking about the next thing, you know, as we tend to do when we are humans, just coming back to presence and the beauty that exists all around us at all times. Yeah, and I'm really enjoying seeing the nature turn super green and grow really quickly because it's just raining a lot. And yes, life is good. Happy to be here, happy to be living and breathing and alive.
Inseparable, we were closer than two of a kind. The bond was almost palpable, solemn oaths with our blood that were signed. But time both led by life to our own. Two paths led in parallel before winding up into the unknown. Yes,
befriended a cat. She's slowly becoming more friendly, coming all the way inside. Last night she came into the kitchen. Hey! Hi! So beautiful you are. making time to connect with myself, for stillness, and for coming to presence. I'm really loving doing evening flows at the moment. I try my best to take a solid amount of time for myself out of my day, whether that be my morning asana practice, doing some meditation. I sit at my altar every day and pray and connect to that which I believe in. But I wanted to share a quote today, some of my favorite words of all time, which describe connecting to that divinity that is within all of us, from Saint Teresa of Avila. She said, "There is a secret place, a radiant sanctuary, as real as your own kitchen, more real than that, constructed of the purest elements, overflowing with the 10,000 beautiful things, worlds within worlds, forests, rivers, velvet coverlets thrown over feather beds, fountains bubbling beneath the canopy of stars, bountiful forests, universal libraries, a wine cellar offering an intoxication so sweet you will never be sober again. A clarity so complete you will never again forget. This magnificent refuge is inside you. Enter. Shatter the darkness that shrouds the doorway. Believe the incredible truth and the beloved has chosen for his dwelling place the core of your own being, because that is the single most beautiful place in all creation." Just a really beautiful reminder that everything we have is already inside of us, and to take some time out of our day to consciously connect to that and say hello to ourselves. The magic is within. One of my most favorite and precious times of the day is when I am sitting down to drink chai, usually, and journal. As I mentioned a little bit earlier in the video, I have been working with affirmations, which just sounds so funny now I'm saying it out loud and really woo-woo, and I'm not really into that, but really practically trying to rewire the little negative bias we have inside of ourselves, and I have inside of me especially. I can only really speak for myself. But yeah, a couple of affirmations I'm really loving and feeling into is: I am a safe space for myself and others, and everything is working out best case scenario. I am a safe space for myself and others, and everything is working out best case scenario. Yeah, I love it. It resonates a lot at this time, and I hope it does with you too. Good morning, beautiful humans. It is, I think, the 17th of June today. It's a Friday, which means it's my day offline. No computer work for me today. So I just love my Fridays so much, a full day to like rest. I used to work a lot and do personal projects on Fridays, but I really love like just taking this whole day to relax. And by relax, I mean paint. I'm so excited. I actually spent the morning cleaning, which I genuinely love. I love being in a clear space. It really allows me to have a clearer mind as well. And just going to do my shopping. I'm going to enjoy my chai and dive into this painting. I think I'm finally going to finish this big landscape today. I'm so excited. I obviously love the process and love working on this painting so much. I've learned a lot, but I'm really excited to finish it as well. I've been staring at it every day for a few weeks now. It was funny, I was reading my journal last night that I had just finished. I've just moved on to a new journal. I think I began this one at the end of last year, so it lasted me from December until June, I guess. It's about 6 months, and every single day I write gratitude, things I'm grateful for in my journal, and literally nearly every single day, probably missed a few here and there, was chai. I'm always grateful for chai, yoga, like really the little things just bring me joy. And yeah, I feel like it's so important to be grateful for the small things, the seemingly mundane moments, which are just wonderful, and we're so grateful to have things like chai, like yoga, like music, like nature. Yeah, I was just laughing at myself really, like a lot of the things I write. I actually don't usually read my journals back. There's a bike going past. I usually burn them, but this is the first year that I'm really intending to start keeping my journals. I tend to really brain dump in my journal, so I write a lot of the more negative, bad side of things that are going on, as well as the good, positive things as well. I feel like it's just a wonderful way to get my thoughts out of my mind and onto paper. But with this journal, well, not my last one, but this next one that I am diving into, I should show you actually, it's really cool. So this is it here, it has Lakshmi on the front, it's really nice. I really love these hardcover journals. So anyway, with this one, I'm really trying to keep it light and a really wonderful space to come back to when I am feeling down, rather than writing everything in it, trying to keep it a place that I can come back to and read and be inspired and motivated by myself and all that inspires me. So I'm giving that a go. Let's see how it goes. I would love to hear how you guys journal. Do you just fully like brain dump everything? Do you use it to work through things? It's often how I have journaled since I can remember. And let me know. I am going to finish my chai. I'm sweating up a storm. It's extremely hot today, but the rain is not here, which is lovely. As you can tell, I'm in just such a lovely mood, and I'm going to begin painting now. The best part about painting on my day off, or prioritizing painting earlier in the day, is that it's actually natural light. I don't know how the time lapse that I'm filming is going to work out, because so much of it has been filmed in not natural light, like in artificial light, and then because it's oil and the linseed oil is really shiny, it ends up really shiny, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it clearly. Let's see, maybe I've showed it already. Let's see. The other thing I wanted to mention is, I'm really excited to finish this because I'm going to prioritize working on some smaller paintings for a little while, even smaller than the last portrait that I did. Similar to the size of that one there, I bought the stationery shop girl. It's just so lovely, and she gave me a discount for buying a few canvases, so I'm really excited. I would like to sell some original paintings for a cheaper price, like get lots of practice in, lots of portrait studies, and then sell them, so you guys can have some original paintings from me if you like. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. And yeah, I'm not sure if I should create little mini landscapes or portraits, what people are more interested in. I obviously love both portraits and landscapes, so maybe I'll do half-half, let's see. But yeah, really excited. But I've read and watched lots of YouTube videos about painting, oil painting in particular, and it's much more beneficial to practice lots of smaller paintings and complete them than work on a large painting like this, which takes a few weeks, you know, just to be able to practice my drawing, especially in order to get like face proportions right and keep practicing the values in different times like this. So yeah, this is why I'm going to work on some smaller paintings for a little while. I've also been making the effort to draw daily in my notebook. I have a couple of sketchbooks. I have a tattoo sketchbook. I'm going on a full rant now. I have a tattoo sketchbook which I sketch tattoos in. I have this journal which I got when I was in Australia. The paper is really lovely and thick. So I have been doing painting sketches in here. When I'm complete, I'll perhaps do a tour because I know people really like those. And then I have another sketchbook in which I do drawings in. So I do pen drawings because that's my favourite type of drawing. Just like really, what's the word? What is the word? It's not rough, it's very loose. Very loose, lots of scribbly, yummy lines. Okay, that's it.
Maybe rewind, maybe ask you earlier, be mine. See, I didn't understand deja vu till I met you. The devil inside me turned deadly, smiles towards me. Again and again holds me closely. Me and my body. World's spinning at the end, slow. The blinding light. Oh, the kingdom can make you weep. Kama dukha tulita balatama, Anjali puja pavana sutanama, Mahavira kama bajarangi, Kumati nivara sumati kesam, Kanchana varana viraja subesa, Kanana kundala tunjita kesa.
Wow, the wind is just picking up because a huge rain cloud is swooping on in. It feels so cool to see the weather change so dramatically here, like when there's going to be a huge bucket down of rain, torrential rain, like the wind picks up, the grey clouds swoop on in. It's very dramatic, very beautiful. And yeah, let's round this up before it starts to really pour down and you might not be able to hear me. So thank you if you made it this far in the video. It's honestly really means a lot to me, you know. To know and connect with you is just really wonderful. If you made it to the end of the video, comment down below, Monsoon magic. Yeah, I feel like that is just really fitting. for this video and all of the green magic that happened in this video. Like this video, how many times can I say video? Give this video a thumbs up again if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. I do my best to share here when I'm feeling inspired to, but otherwise always sharing on Instagram. Also have all of my art prints on my website, which I'll link down below. It is www.katemoreloves.com. I also have an online yoga family membership, as I mentioned a couple of times in this video. I share yoga classes there, meditation classes there, and yoga off the mat classes there as well, because yoga philosophy and yoga as a way of life is really something I'm very passionate about, so that is my way to share that. And yeah, I'm going to stop rambling on now. I hope you have a really wonderful rest of your day or week. I hope if you are not having such a pleasant day, I hope you might be feeling a little bit better after this video, and I hope it continues to get better for you. Don't forget to breathe deeply when you need to, have fun, take moments of stillness and quiet for yourself, and practice more yoga. We can always bring more yoga in our lives, and we can all do with more yoga in our lives in order to present ourselves and be in the world with more equanimity and love and kindness. Okay, until next time, Om Namah Shivaya.